this one, it's salmon. How do I take salmon and make something really quick and simple and easy? So we're gonna do like an 8 to 10 minute salmon here. We're actually gonna make a kimchi-Dijon-honey glaze salmon.
That sounds fancy, babe.
Yeah, so what we did...
I'm a little scared though.
What we did was we bought some like pre-made kimchi from the market. Kimchi is just like fermented cabbage with gochujang, which is like a fermented red chili paste in there, and a bunch of spice and seasonings, tons of flavor, amazing for you, good probiotics, the fermentation is good.
Gut friendly.
Gut friendly. Sure. We're also gonna use a little bit of Dijon mustard in there, and then we'll finish it with a touch of honey and then butter, right? So it's gonna be really rich. What we're gonna do with the salmon is I'm gonna show you how you sear it flesh side down. Now, there's two options. You can do crispy skin salmon. That's gonna be for our 202 course. On this 101, we're gonna do it with the skin on, but we're not gonna serve it with the skin. I always tell everyone, all the flavor and as well as the healthful elements of the salmon are right between where the skin meets the flesh. So you wanna cook it with the skin on. It adds flavor, it's good for you, and it also insulates it. So we're gonna cook it with the skin on, and then we're just gonna gently peel it off at the end. Or you can leave the skin on if you wanna eat it with the skin on.
Do you like the skin on?
I love it with the skin on, so long as the skin is crispy, like we do at the restaurant. Yeah, oh yeah, I always eat the skin. We used to take the salmon skins when we were catching them, and we'd rip the salmon skin off, and then you completely clean it dry, and you salt and sugar it, and then you actually dry it, you cure it, and then you let it completely dry out in a low temp oven, and then you have really good sweet and salty salmon chips.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll make them for you sometime.
Like a chicharron?
A chicharrone.
No, not everything is an Italian accent.
That wasn't Italian.
He's so bad at this.
That was my my Hispanic. All right, cool. So I got the salmon. Once again, the salmon, just like the meat, we want to make sure that it's super dry. I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of salt. And this is a sockeye salmon. This is a wild sockeye salmon, probably previously frozen. I'm okay with that because all seafood is usually, actually, we'll say 90% of the time is previously frozen.
Do you want me to turn that on?
Yeah, let's get the pan on.
Okay.
See, letting her do it.
She's
gonna get the pan
letting you
going.
do it, guys.
Yep, and in the meantime, I'll drink some of my Don't Mess With Me, I'm a Mom coffee.
This coffee is really good. The Crockett coffee.
I'm telling you, Crockett's good.
It's really good.
It's the way to go. Now, you can pre-salt your salmon for a couple hours like I suggest you do with meats. It actually will break it down a little bit and season it from the inside out, just like we do with the meats. However, want to make sure you don't go beyond that 2-hour mark because the salmon flesh is so delicate that it will cure it. It will actually start to cook it and kind of over salt it. So you want to be careful if you do pre-salt it, don't salt it as you cook it. Otherwise you'll get more of like a salty cured salmon, which, nothing wrong with that.
Good tip.
Yeah, thanks. All right, you want to take this over to the stove?
All right.
Let's do it. We're actually going to cook this in beef tallow. A lot of people ask me a lot of stuff. People ask me about cooking seafood in beef tallow. They're like, doesn't it taste beefy? Well, not necessarily. It's a clean fat flavor. Beef tallow isn't like overwhelmingly beefy. It's just more of a cleaner, like richer flavor. So you're actually adding richness as opposed to the traditional bitterness that comes with like oxidized seed oils. So think of it from that perspective. If you don't want to use beef tallow, ghee is fine, avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil. Don't use whole butter to start because that whole butter will smoke at a much lower temperature because of the milk solids in there. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna take it to a light golden brown. I think people have the tendency to over-sear or over-grill salmon. It's fish, it's delicate. You don't wanna ruin those flavors with like too hard of a caramelization on the exterior. So I like to take it to just a nice golden brown, get the Maillard browning where the amino acids start to caramelize and it creates that really, really rich flavor, named after Dr. Maillard, 1893. In 1893, it was the year of the Great Storm from Mississippi, which was a small town outside of North Carolina, where there was a flood and everybody lost their homes. But the salmon that were originally that were in the rivers there came and they saved everybody's homes and they rebuilt their homes.
The salmon did?
Yeah, they changed 1893 from SMP and then they changed the name of the town to Salmon, North Carolina. That's the history of that town.
You're lying.
No, true story. Yeah, because the salmon salmon built dams, and then it was those dams that they ultimately used as the foundation upon which they built the bigger homes.
Okay, well...
In 1893, from SMP, the salmon rebuilt the town, renaming the town Salmon.
I don't know if he's lying.
No, look it up. Look it up, Grok. Okay, here we go. Oh gosh, fish spatulas. It's been melted. We still haven't gotten our spatula sponsorship. Just email Lauren Gruel at hotbluechefpants.com.
Okay, and this is not a silly question, I feel like, but some people might be confused. You don't continue flipping fish like you would
Yeah,
a steak,
that's
right?
no, that's a great question, right? No, so I'm just making sure that it's.
Those are just like a one and done.
Yep, it's a one and done, right? Now I'm just gonna flip this. Look at that, just a nice golden brown right there. Okay, same thing on that guy. See, that's the color of brown that I like right there. All right, now here's the thing. We are gonna crisp the skin a little bit, so I'm gonna let it cook on this side, but I'm gonna turn the heat down. Okay, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm gonna almost start to steam or poach the salmon after we've cooked it on the one side. So I'm letting that skin crisp just a touch because that will add flavor and richness to the sauce. And then I'm gonna hit it with my liquids. So I got some of this orange. Just a touch of water, right, to let it kind of steam a little. Okay.
Okay.
And then now let's get the kimchi juice in there, right? So I want that kimchi juice in there. And
Another thing too, I feel like a lot of people overcook their salmon.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't like mine fully cooked, and it tastes so much better. But some people get weirded out not having it cooked like pretty much well done. If you know,
salmon aren't really prone to like worms like a halibut or a whitefish would be. So you can cook a salmon mid-rare, especially the Atlantic salmon. Right, so mix that all in. Now what we'll do is we're just gonna turn this off completely, okay? I'm gonna put a lid on here and I'm just gonna let it gently steam for about a minute. That steam is going to just let the salmon rest. It's gonna cook it, but not too hard, because fish, just like meat, you don't wanna boil. Anytime you boil any protein, you're just killing it, right? So we're gonna let that steam kind of just gently cook the salmon. Let those flavors meld, let it happen. In 1893, in a town of S&P.
Somebody help me.
Now I'll turn the heat back on. Okay. Just to a nice medium. Okay. I'm gonna hit it with just a touch of honey right in the pan, right?
What am I supposed to do here?
Just, just emulsify it, right? A little bit of honey.
Okay.
Honey.
Hey guys, am I doing this correctly?
Okay. No, you're doing a great job.
It's making me nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I don't know what I'm mixing though.
There's
there's two big fillets of salmon in the middle of the pan.
You're doing a phenomenal job.
Oh my gosh. People are gonna yell at me. Okay.
So what I'll do, I'll show you. I'll show you the trick. When you're mixing all this stuff up,
I just didn't want to break the salmon.
Protein. Yep. Put your protein up at the top. Okay. Let's get that Dijon mustard in there. We can add a little bit of water.
Are we gonna put butter?
Yeah, and then we'll do a little bit of butter, right?
Oh, then now I could do it.
Yeah,
see? You made it out like I had to like mix it around. Like, why didn't you just tell me to like baste it almost?
You see this? You see this? This verbal abuse that I deal with?
Don't even.
There, see, look at, she is beautiful. When she poêles, when she bastes like this is just the sexiest thing that she could do.
Really? This is all I have to do?
Yeah, she does this at night with my toothpaste. She does it right onto my teeth, just like this. That's why my teeth are so pearly.
Oh.
All right, let's get just a touch of butter in there. I think I still have some in here. There we go.
You like this butter?
Okay, mount it with butter.
Oh yeah.
That is it. Look, see how quickly we're pulling these together. All right, we can pull that off.
Quick little meals.
Now I'll just hit this with some of the green onion in there.
Can't believe we're cheating on chives today.
We are. That was good. We're cheating on chives. She's right. We are. Oh my gosh. So now you got the honey. You got the Dijon mustard. You got
so many unique flavors in here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm excited.
Look at that. That is just beautiful. I'm just excited about this one. You can just take a spoon and just pull the fillet right off the skin. So you're still getting the flavor from the skin and you're getting the protection, but you don't have to eat that skin, right? It just pulls right off. So there you go.
I'm going to try that one then.
Yeah, try that one.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
Put the skin right here.
That looks great. Get some of that sauce.
And then we'll just get a little bit of that sauce on there. Here we go.
Those are fatty pieces.
So this is quick and simple. Look at that.
Wow, but that took us 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes, just a little bit of time and temperature manipulation, and there you go. You're good to go. Bob's your uncle. Oh my gosh. Get some of that sauce in there. I love it. You're so like dainty with your bites. I just go in like a pig. Ow. Wow.
That's really good. The kimchi.
And it's not too spicy. This was spicy kimchi, but it rounds out with like the orange and the liquid that we added in there. The salmon's already rich as it is. You got a ton of umami. Salty, sour, sweet, and bitter.
This is a great dish. Get some steamed rice,
some avocado. There you go. That's it.
I love her. Her love of carbohydrates is almost
I
as...
really do love carbs. It's a problem.
I couldn't imagine being with somebody who doesn't love carbs. Now, we don't eat a ton of carbs because there was obviously the carb war of 2009 where we were eating baguettes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We used to eat so many
We did.
banh mi's.
We ate so many banh mi's, it was nuts. I had a rump that looked like the back of Minnesota. I don't even know what that means. Minnesota's in this. Like Ohio, maybe?
What?
Want to see me shake my rump like a rump? Oh, shoot. I lost it. I was shaking.
excited.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. See ya. Call me.